So current spouse or former spouse. So let's say if you were married for 10 years, got a divorce, you can still claim on that ex-spouse. All right, you can still claim on that ex-spouse's benefit. You have to be at least 62, all right? So those rules don't necessarily change. But if you're currently married, that spouse, your spouse, needs to be claiming the benefit. Before there was like file and suspend, so one spouse would file for their benefit, then suspend them, let them grow. That triggered the spouse to claim the spousal benefit, but those rules are no longer. Now, if you're claiming on an ex-spouse's benefit, just understand here that your ex-spouse needs to be 62. Doesn't necessarily need to be claiming, but needs to be eligible for their benefits. All right, it doesn't affect the ex-spouse's benefits too. So if your ex-spouse is claiming on yours, it's not going to affect your benefit, right? So relax. Everyone's like, well, they're going to take my benefits. No, it doesn't necessarily work that way, right, Al? And then, of course, the benefit is 50%. So if my benefit is $2,000, right, my spouse's benefit would be $1,000. The spouse can claim early too. They could claim as early as 62. They would just receive less than 50% of the benefit. But one of the issues that we see is that, well, how about if the spouse waits until age 70? Do they get that increased benefit?
Yeah, and the answer there, of course, is at full retirement age is where it stops. So in other words, your spouse, whatever their benefit is at full retirement age, if you wait for your full retirement age, you'll receive 50% of that benefit. If you continue to wait until age 70, there's no increase in that spousal benefit. And so that's another misconception, Joe, is people think, well, I'm supposed to get half of my spouse's benefit, and you had a spouse that waited at age 70. It's like, no, it would have been what that spouse would have had at age 66.
Right, but it does work on the survivor benefit. So the spousal benefit, you would receive half of your spouse's benefit, and then let's say one of those spouses dies. Then automatically the surviving spouse will receive the higher of the two benefits, all right? They will receive the higher of the two because you had two benefits, one spouse has died, so what the Social Security Administration says, all right, we'll give you the higher of the two. So you can claim that spousal benefit as early as age 60, and you're going to receive 100% of the benefit because you're either going to lose yours or you're going to lose your spouse's, depending on who passes and who has the highest benefits. So that's where claiming strategies come into play here, is that, all right, well, do I want to get a larger benefit to protect my spouse? If I'm the higher wage earner, it might make sense. If I'm a lower wage earner, maybe I claim it as soon as possible. So, I mean, you just got to play with the numbers, I guess. If you need help with your Social Security claiming strategy, go to yourmoneyyourwealth.com. We have a Social Security guide to walk you through all the rules, the regs, and some interesting claiming strategies. Go to yourmoneyyourwealth.com, click on that guide,